Dolly Gupta, a guide to help you in English. So students, today we are going to read out a poem, Amanda. This is the poem of class 10th standard and it will come in your final exam. So as you are all aware that your exams are round the corner. So I think you all are prepared or you have pulled up your socks for the exams. So I can help you in that to some extent, I think. So now we are going to start the poem. Amanda is the name of a girl, okay, and she is irritated by her mother behavior, as her mother is nagging her. Nagging is rokna tokna for everything, okay. So she is very much irritated by her behavior, that her mother is nagging her each and every moment, each and every task. Whenever she is assigning to her or the work she is doing, her mother is nagging her for the work. By getting irritated by her mother behavior, she creates her an imaginary world, okay. And whenever she is nagged by someone or by her mother, she imagines that if it happens, if I would be so. So now we are going to start the poem. Don't bite your nails, Amanda. As I have already told you that her mother is pinpointing, her mother is scolding or nagging for each and every work that Amanda is doing. So she has a habit of biting nails like this, okay. So her mother is saying that don't bite your nails, Amanda. This is not a good habit. Don't hunch your shoulders, Amanda. Hunch is when you do the action of hunching your shoulder into the upward or in the front direction. Just like you have seen some people or some children, they move like this, okay. So her mother is saying that this posture is not good. Don't hunch your shoulders, okay. Be straight. Stop that slouching and sit up straight. Slouching is in a very lazy manner. When you sit on a chair in a very lazy posture, okay, when there is no energy in you. Slouching, I have already written the meaning: to stand or sit or move in a lazy and downward direction. Downward direction means here low of energy, okay, without any further interest. Or whenever you are sitting anywhere and you are listening anything but you don't show any interest, that is the posture of slouching. And sit up straight. And her mother is saying that don't be lazy, sit up straight, be active, Amanda. Amanda, it means her mother is correcting her in each and every work or each and every posture, when she is sitting, when she is moving, when she is walking, or whenever she is doing any work. So she is very much irritated and she thinks, she don't say anything but she creates imaginary word and she thinks that actually students, the portion that is written in bracket in the poem, it is the imagination of the girl, okay. So she starts imagining there is languid. Languid is I felt relaxed or I feel relaxed. Emerald sea. Emerald sea is a green gem, is a plenty of berries. Or you have seen, or in biology or in science you have read that in the green sea there are many plants, small plants of green color in the bottom of the sea. So she thinks that it is quite happy, or she would be quite happy, she would feel quite relaxed if she would be in the sea that is very large, where the sole inhabitant is me. If I would be in a ocean, if I would be in a sea and I would roam in the bottom of the sea and there would be no one, I would be the soul. Soul is alone. I would be the alone inhabitant, means the person who lives over there is me. Instead of me, there would be no one in the sea, in the ocean. A mermaid drifting blissfully. Drifting is moving slowly, and how beautiful that moment would be when I would be moving slowly here and there. Blissfully is used for happily. Okay, and it would be a pleasurable for me if I would move here and there in the sea with the great happiness. Slowly I would move in the whole sea like a mermaid. Mermaid is a kind of imagination, a kind of person or an imaginary sea creature is there who had a upper body part of a woman and a lower body part of a fish tail. Students, as nowadays a song is very popular of Randhawa, you have heard Dance Meri Rani. Okay, so in that particular moment, particular song, you have seen that a dancer, I don't know the name, but I forgot. She had a upper body of a woman and the downwards she had a body of fishtail. Okay, so she is imagining that maybe I would be a mermaid and I would roam in the emerald sea very slowly, very happily, and there would be no one. I would be the alone inhabitant of the sea. Students, I think in my language some students are having problem, so I would summarize in Hindi also. Okay, actually Amanda is a girl. वो एक छोटी सी लड़की है और वो अपनी मदर के बिहेवियर से बहुत इरिटेटेड है. एक्चुअली उसकी मदर जो है ना, वो उसको मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम नैगिंग करती रहती है, टोकती रहती है हर चीजों के लिए. जैसे कि डोंट बाइट योर नेल्स अमांडा, अपने मतलब दांतों से अपने नाखून मत काटो, ठीक है, अपने शोल्डर्स को ऐसे आगे की तरफ मत झुकाओ, सीधे बैठो, लेजी मत बनो. तो इन सब से वो परेशान होके ना, मतलब एक इमेजिनरी वर्ल्ड क्रिएट कर लेती है. ठीक है, कि काश मैं अकेली होती और मैं समुद्र में इधर उधर घूम रही होती, काश मैं मतलब ह्यूमन बीइंग ना होती, काश मैं एक मर्मेड होती और वहां मुझे रोकने टोकने वाला कोई नहीं होता, मैं अपनी खुशी से धीरे 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 चारों तरफ समुद्र में इधर उधर घूम रही होती. Now we come to the next stanza of the poem. This is the second stanza of the poem. Again her mother is nagging her. Did you finish your homework, Amanda? Now she is asking that whatever homework she has given or whatever homework Amanda had received from the school, she is asking about that. Did you finish your homework? Did you tidy your room, Amanda? Tidy is to make neat and clean. Again, that you were asked to make your room neat and clean. Did you do that? I thought I told you to clean your shoes, Amanda. And her mother is saying that I remember or I think that I have also told you to clean your shoes or to polish your shoes. So did you do all the work that I had given to you? Then again she is irritated. Amanda is irritated and she is thinking, maybe, perhaps I am an orphan. Orphan, you know, the child whose parents have been died, or a child without parent. Okay, she is thinking that maybe I have become orphan, or I may be an orphan roaming the street, and there, if I would be alone, if my parents were not there, then I would roam is to move here and there without any purpose. Okay, to move in the street without any work. So if I am an orphan, if I have become an orphan, or if I am an orphan, I would move here and there in the street without any nagging, without any roka-toki, or without any irritation. I pattern soft dust. Pattern is to make patterns. You have seen when there is a sand and some children walk here and there, they make shapes from the by the help of the feet. So that is making patterns. So I make patterns, soft dust that were laying on the road. I would make soft patterns, soft different color shapes with my feet, with my husked bare feet. Husked is very quiet and still. I would make different patterns, I would make different shapes in the sand or in the dust without making any noise, very quietly, and my feet are very still. Bare feet. Bare feet means I don't have any paws in my feet. I don't have any shoes. Means bare is without covered. Okay, nange pav. The silence is golden, and that moment of silence, that would be very precious. That would be the golden silence. The freedom is sweet, and my freedom means when there would be no one to nag on me. That freedom would be very sweet. Okay, so these are the common things a mother asks to her children. Just like तुमने अपना होमवर्क फिनिश कर लिया, या तुमने अपना रूम साफ कर लिया, या सारा ऐसे फैलाया हुआ है, तो अमेंडा की मदर भी वो सारी चीजें उनसे एक्सपेक्ट कर रही है और पूछ रही है कि तुमने अपना होमवर्क फिनिश कर लिया, तुमने अपना रूम सारा साफ कर लिया, और मैंने तुम्हें अपने शू पॉलिश करने के लिए, शू साफ करने के लिए बोला था, वो तुमने कर लिया। ये सारी चीजें पूछ रही है। तो अमेंडा फिर से इरिटेट हो जाती है और फिर इमेजिनरी वर्ल्ड में पहुंच जाती है वो, और फिर अपने आप से कहती है कि काश मैं एक ऑर्फन होती, काश मैं एक अनाथ होती, और मैं फिर जब अनाथ होती तो मेरे को कोई रोकने टोकने वाला नहीं होता, मैं गलियों में इधर उधर बेफिक्री से घूम रही होती, ठीक है, और मैं जो सॉफ्ट डस्ट है, जो रेत है या मिट्टी है, उसमें अपने पैरों से बिल्कुल धीरे धीरे शांति के साथ अलग अलग तरह के शेप पैरों से बना रही होती, सॉफ्ट पैटर्न्स बना रही होती, और मैं बिल्कुल नंगे पाँव होती, ना मुझे शूज की टेंशन होती, ना मुझे चप्पल की टेंशन होती, ठीक है। और जो वो शांति होती, शांति मीन्स कि किसी की वॉइसेस नहीं होती, कोई मुझे मेरे ऊपर चिल्ला नहीं रहा होता, कोई मेरे से बोल नहीं रहा होता, कोई मेरे को ऑर्डर नहीं दे रहा होता, तो वो जो साइलेंस होती वो बहुत गोल्डन होती, और जो मेरी वो फ्रीडम होती उससे स्वीट तो कुछ हो ही नहीं सकता। अगर मैं फ्री होती तो उससे अच्छा तो मेरे लिए कुछ हो ही नहीं सकता। Now we come to the next stanza of the poem. Again, Amanda's mother is nagging her, "Don't eat that chocolate, Amanda." She is eating chocolate, and her mother is stopping her for eating that chocolate. Remember your acne, Amanda. Actually, when the children are very young, or 5 or 4 or 10 years old, we say that if you will eat chocolate, then your teeth that will be ruined. Okay, but as Amanda is a teenager, so her mother is saying that if you will eat more sweet, if you will eat more chocolate, then there will be pimples, there will be acne on your face. So don't eat too much sweet. Will you please look at me when I am talking to you? As her mother is scolding her, so she started looking downwards the earth. Then her mother scolded again, "Look at me when I am talking to you. Why are you not staring at me? Why are you not looking at me when I am talking to you?" So again she started imagining. Amanda started imagining, or the word she has created. Maybe I am Rapunzel. Students, Rapunzel is a German fairy tale character. Actually, Rapunzel जो है एक लड़की है और वो बहुत सुंदर है, ठीक है, बट शी इज कंट्रोल्ड बाय अ विच, और विच का क्या नेम है? डैन गॉटल। वो बहुत सुंदर थी, उसके बहुत लंबे गोल्डन कलर के हेयर थे, लेकिन वो जो विच थी उसने उसको कंट्रोल कर लिया था, उसको एक तरह से उसको वहां से उठा के ले गई थी, और उसने उसको एक बड़े से टावर में बंद कर दिया था, और उस टावर में कोई अकेला, मतलब कोई भी नहीं रहता था, रैपुंज़ल सिर्फ अकेली रहती थी, ठीक है। और जब वो विच जो थी, जब भी उसको मिलने आना होता था उससे, तो वो क्या करती थी, उस रैपुंज़ल से बोलती थी कि जो अपने लॉन्ग हेयर है, तुम्हारे गोल्डन हेयर है, वो टावर से नीचे लटकाओ। और वो अपने बाल इतने लंबे थे उसके कि वो टावर की हाइट से नीचे अर्थ तक आ जाते थे, और वो चुड़ैल जो थी, जो विच थी, उसके बाल पकड़ के ऊपर जाती थी, ठीक है। तो वो कह रही है कि काश मैं रैपुंज़ल होती, इफ आई वर रैपुंज़ल, आई हैव नॉट अ केयर, सो आई डोंट केयर एट ऑल, I am ready to be Rapunzel. As she was alone in the high tower, it would be pleasant for me if I would live alone in a tower. Life in a tower is tranquil. Tranquil is calm, peaceful, without any tension or without any trouble or anxiety, without any tension of the world. So if I will live in that tower, it would be very pleasant for me. I won't care at all. And rare means that life is very rare for all, and I want that life. If I got, I will certainly never let down my bright hair. And if I would be in place of Rapunzel, अगर मैं उसकी जगह होती तो I would never let down my hair, or I would never call anyone to meet me by the help of my hair. कि मैं अगर उसकी जगह होती, रेपुंजल होती, तो मैं कभी भी अपने बाल टावर से नीचे नहीं लटकाती, मैं किसी को अपने से मिलने ऊपर नहीं बुलाती, मैं वहां अकेले रहना पसंद करती और मैं वहां पर बहुत खुश होती, क्योंकि टावर में अकेले रहना बहुत पीसफुल, बहुत काम मेरी लाइफ होती. Now we come to the last stanza of the poem. Again, her mother, Amanda's mother, she is saying to her that stop that sulking. Sulking is to be angry or to be upset without any reason, without any motive, or without any reason. Okay, so her mother is saying that you get angry, you get upset without any reason. Stop doing this. At once means without thinking anything you get upset. Amanda, you are always so moody, and when you are never in a jolly mood, you are always so moody. Most of the time you are upset or you are angry, or anger is just at the tip of your nose. So anyone would think that I nagged at you. If anyone would see you, definitely they would think that I nagged you. Nagged means most of the time कि मैं तुमको टोका टाकी करती रहती हूँ. That is to irritate someone by complaining. So anyone who would think, or anyone who would see you, they would think that I am very irritating, or I most of the time scold you. That's why you are so moody, or that's why you are so angry or upset. So stop all this thing doing, Amanda. So students, this is the last of the poem. Okay, and if you like my video, please like, share and comment also, and subscribe my channel. Student, one more thing I want to say, just like I have told you, your exams are around the corner. So if for any topic, next coming topic you want video, please write in comment section. I will make video on that particular topic surely. Thank you.